People Station V103, the ATL's #1 for hip hop, R&B, and throwbacks. Big Chicken Morning Show with Jazzy McBee, the Lady of Race.
In the building,
Rock
a
on.
legend.
Stuff without my Afro puffs.
Without the app, this is the first time.
You look so pretty. I mean, not that you never have, but I love this look.
The first
I really
time.
do. I promise you. I would, if I didn't like it, I would not have said anything
I'm
about
glad.
it.
Well,
I would have said, oh, hey, girl.
The first time
But you look amazing.
I have ever seen you without an Afro puff.
Yeah.
Or some kind of puff.
It's something I'm trying to get used to, but I'm sweating right now because
Are
I feel so uncomfortable.
You do?
But
Oh,
let
man.
me just
great.
get into character.
You look great.
Thank you.
You should keep it. I think you should keep it.
Thank you.
I love it.
All right, so you are playing the infamous
Infamous.
Miss Cleo. Let me hear your accent first of all.
Well, what y'all want me to do? You want me to call me now? You want me to say call me now? I mean, let's just get on with the interview.
Oh my God, how did this happen?
Well, I was approached by the producer who I was working on a project called The Christmas Prayer.
Okay.
And her name is Jamie McCoy. And she told me that this was actually an audition. The part that I had for A Christmas Prayer was an audition for Miss Cleo.
Oh wow.
And as she was telling me about it, I was just listening to her, and she was like, we have the rights, and we plan on doing this project, and we want you to play Miss Cleo. And I'm just standing there like, because it sounded like, womp. Because I wasn't processing it. Like, I have, through my career, known not to get excited about things.
Right.
Because I've been let down so many times. So I don't go up. I just stay grounded. I stay planted. And as she was telling me, I was like, yeah. And she stopped. She was like, are you interested? Like, I'm telling you, I'm about to give you a lead role in something, and you just standing there like, I was like, yeah, yes, I am. So she presented it to me. She said, I'm going to send the script and everything. And she sent the script, and I was like, wow, this is really happening. And then when I sat down with Tim Reed, I was like, Tim Reed? I used to watch him on WKRP.
No doubt.
Like, wow, this is really happening. Like, the more it went into it, it just became real. Like, okay, this is really happening. Get it together.
Now, with this being your lead role, how did you tap into Miss Cleo's character and with the accent and everything? Now that she's passed away, so how did you?
So I had to go and watch previous interviews and YouTube footage and things of that nature. Just watched her infomercials and just tried to get into it that way. That's the only way. That's what was left.
I remember being so young, right? And Miss she would come on and like late at night sometimes call me and I was tempted, but
You knew better.
no, listen, hold on, wait a minute. And my aunt gonna kill me. I called the number, right? But it led you to like another number to where it's like, oh, you're gonna be charged $4.99. So I was like, wait a minute. Well, this is not what, and I don't know what I was gonna ask the lady about. I just knew she was famous. I saw her on TV. I just want to talk to her.
Everybody
not
wanted to talk
not
to her.
answer any questions about the future because I didn't know. I just want to talk to her because she was just that famous, that known.
She was a phenomenon, cultural icon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Listen, you need to be in tune this Saturday, August 10th at 8 p.m. on Lifetime. Miss Cleo, Horizon Fall will be airing then, followed by the Call Me Miss Cleo documentary right afterwards at 10. And so a lot of people called her a scammer. So as you move through this role that's going to happen on Lifetime, did any of that enter into the process of how you portrayed her?
So a lot of people said that she was the one that was receiving the money. She was the one, everything was her because she was the face of it.
Right.
No one ever talks about the two men that owned Psychic Reads Network. They were the ones that were raking in the dough. So in the script, she doesn't really have knowledge of what's going on. The way it's portrayed, she doesn't. It's like, I'm just doing my job. And then she, on one part, she mentions where it says entertainment purposes.
Right.
Like people are trying to really say this and this, but read the fine print for entertainment purposes. So anything you see on TV now, it has in the little fine print entertainment purposes, things like that. But I'm not sure if she knew the depth of what was really going on. She may have.
She was getting a check to do what she do.
But not like they were.
Right.
She wasn't making a third of what they were making. So
But I remember her coming out briefly, like maybe a couple of years before she passed. She tried to come out with the same thing, kind of, sort of, right? But
Well,
what was
where
that?
she was an advisor.
Okay.
She was people in her community. She was, because she said she had roots and she dealt in mysticism and
Right.
shaman type tactics and things like that. So,
Call it voodoo. No, I'm just playing.
well, I mean, voodoo has a stigma attached to
Right.
it. I mean, it could
yeah,
be.
it does.
It could be just something spiritual where you use herbs, and when people don't understand, they'll demonize it like, oh, that's witchcraft or that's this and that. And when actually it may not be. It's just a spiritual type of thing.
Yeah, because it's part of different cultures.
Definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
Lady of Rage is our guest this morning. Miss Cleo, her rise and fall is happening this Saturday, August 10th, 8 p.m. on Lifetime, followed by the documentary Call Me Miss Cleo at 10 o'clock. How you been? It's so good to see you.
It's good to be seen.
Wow.
Hey, man.
This is my first time meeting you. And I'm like, this is a legend right here for me.
Wow. Why, thank you. You're so kind.
How was the 50th anniversary of hip hop for you?
Man, I saw you at a couple of events.
Yeah, that's the last time I saw you.
It was definitely something that was to be celebrated because in the beginning when it first came out, people thought that this was something that wasn't going to last. It was
Right.
just a fad and it'll be done. But it's here, it's rooted, it's planted, it's has tentacles, it has reach that's gone beyond the limits that we thought it would go to. So it's definitely here to stay, hip hop.
Did you feel appreciated?
I did. Oftentimes, you can feel unappreciated or dismissed or disregarded because a lot of times, even with this role, when it was presented to me, I was shocked because oftentimes people want to deal with the person that's popular. Okay, we're going to get this actress because this actress or actor is hot right now. We're
Right.
going to get that person. You never think back, okay, let's get that person. Well, what have they done lately is normally what is said. Well, let's give them something. That'll be what they did lately. You know? So, it doesn't negate the fact that this person was a talented actress
Right.
or actor or rapper or whatever they may have done. It just says that they haven't done anything in a while, but I'm sure their skill level is still the same or even better now with growth.
Amen. Lady of Rage is our guest. Do you get called Baby D all the time?
All the time.
Still, they won't let it go.
Still. And I don't mind. It's okay.
Okay.
And then I ask them, do they have a cookie? Why you calling me Baby D? Give me my cookie. Or we going to run around this car. So.
I love it.
Amen. Listen, I want y'all to watch Miss Cleo Rise and Fall Saturday, August 10th at Lifetime, followed by the documentary Call Me Miss Cleo. Miss Cleo is Lady of Rage. Lady of Rage is portraying Miss Cleo
Yes,
in this
indeed.
situation. You were tied to a really tumultuous period of music coming from the West Coast. With iconic music. A lot to be said about the aftermath, no pun intended, for what's going on with Pac and Big and who's attached to it and who's have anybody tapped you on the shoulder to see what you do and what you don't know?
All the time. I just refuse. I don't talk about it. I haven't talked about it yet. I have a book that I'm going to do, and I'm going to put all my little stuff in my book. But no, it's a bygone past. It's something that was tragic, and it's something that, it's just something I don't really talk about too much.
Okay.
So let's keep it moving.
Hey man, moving on. We moving right on along to Saturday, August 10th. You got new music on the way?
Well, I do and I don't. I just did a song on the Dog Pounds album, We All We Got, and the song's called Who the Hardest. And then Snoop also released a little summertime song called Summertime,
Right.
and I have a little cameo on that.
Okay.
And with the success of the Dog Pounds album, a lot of people have been saying that I should release new music right now. So I just haven't, because the passion that I had for rapping is gone, and I feel like if you're not passionate about something,
Amen.
you shouldn't do it. But when I do a verse, or when I'm passionate about that particular thing I'm doing at the moment.
Okay.
So I have unreleased stuff that I may release and then add some stuff to it.
All right, we'll
Girl,
be
just
looking
drop
forward
it.
to it.
Just drop it. Yeah, just
Yeah,
drop
just come
it.
on back with it. Drop it
Don't
off.
overthink it. Just drop
Okay,
it.
all right.
Well, she's passionate about being on screen, so y'all
That
support
I
her
am.
this Saturday,
Love
August 10th. Miss Cleo Horizon Fall. Miss Cleo E is the Lady of Rage, and Lady of Rage E is Miss Cleo.
Miss Cleo.
Oh, say it one more time.
Miss Cleo. Call me now.
Call me now.
Thank you for pulling up on us, sis.
Yes, thank you for inviting
She's
me.
in the building. We got more Big Ticket Morning Show with Jazzy McBee right after this on V103.